Hello, friends. Today we're going to discuss what sets a real man apart from boys. Let me say right away that the advice I'm about to give will be different from what you'll hear from women themselves, your mothers, or some bucks. More often than not, girls want to turn men into obedient puppies, and we can blame them for that. It's just a fact because such men can be controlled, and it benefits women for many reasons, as it's a part of their nature. But I consider it my life mission to teach men not to succumb to these manipulations, but to focus on their own lives because that's how you attract the best partner. The advice I'll give today may be controversial, but at least it's practical. It may not appeal to everyone. It might surprise or even offend some, but the fact remains a fact. A woman will always feel attracted to such a man, even if she doesn't admit it. So, watch the video to the end to become a high-ranking and high-status man. The first quality on our list is ambition. A real man doesn't limit himself to trivialities. He aims for the top, both in business and in life. He sees his goal and keeps it in sight, no matter what. Ambition is what makes us powerful, helping us take control of the world and make it ours. Your girl might say you're too ambitious, that you don't spend enough time with her. But as soon as you stop pursuing your mission and spend all your time with your partner, the interest in you fades because now you're needy for a relationship. But a real man listens only to his inner voice coming from the depths of his heart, and he moves forward, never stopping for anything. Ambition is the desire to explore new things, achieve more, and look beyond the horizon. Ambition isn't just romanticism in a man's world. It's an inner drive to act and choose to work on the mission instead of cozy evenings with a loved one. Such evenings can also happen, but tell me the truth, how much have you done for them? The second quality is independence. A real man doesn't need external approval or consolation. He takes his life into his own hands and takes responsibility for his actions. No circumstances can hold him back. He creates his own destiny. The world can be harsh to those who are not ready to take it by the horns, but a real man is not afraid to fight for his independence, for his freedom. He knows that the path to his goal may be difficult, but he is ready to go through it no matter what. For a woman, this quality means dominance because such a man doesn't waste time playing games and won't wait under her window if she's offended and doesn't respond for several days. Independence is the ability to choose, and often, this choice goes in favor of self-love rather than relationships. Such a man doesn't need a woman's approval because it's a weakness and an attempt to please. Independence is our right to freedom, our opportunity to be ourselves. A real man doesn't succumb to influence. He himself is the force that drives this world forward. The third quality that a real man must possess is self-sufficiency. He doesn't expect someone else to make him happy or achieve his goals. He takes responsibility for his life, knowing that only he can truly influence his future. Self-sufficiency is the foundation of his strength. The world is full of people willing to sacrifice their independence for something temporary or easy. Weak men wait for decisions to be made for them, and this includes asking permission from women or society. But a real man knows the value of his freedom and doesn't ask such questions. He can afford to let someone else make decisions for him because that way he'll lose control over his life and follow others' advice. A man must build his life in such a way as to be ready for any challenges that fate throws at him. And even if the decision turns out to be wrong and he loses, he blames only himself, taking this pain or experience as a gift. A weak man always looks for opportunities to blame someone else because he was guided by someone else's opinion. Remember, friends, self-sufficiency is not a limitation. It's freedom. It's the ability to live and act by our own rules, regardless of anyone or anything. A real man goes his own way, even if it means going against the current. The fourth quality that sets a real man apart is resilience and endurance. Life is full of trials and obstacles, and only the strong survive. A real man doesn't give up in the face of difficulties. He fights to the end, even when everything seems hopeless. Perseverance and endurance. That's what distinguishes a real man from boys. It's the metaphysical journey of a hero who goes all the way to the end. He doesn't seek easy paths and isn't afraid of challenges. It's in the struggle with difficulties that he finds his strength and resourcefulness, which help him achieve success. You must understand that in the end, everyone is indifferent to you. That's why a real man isn't afraid to fight for what's rightfully his. He accepts life as it is, without dwelling on why fate has been unfair to him. He's ready to overcome all obstacles on the way to his goal and doesn't stop at anything. Perseverance and endurance are his weapons that help him win the battle for his life. The fifth quality of a real man is self-control. He knows that emotions can be a powerful source of strength, but also a weakness. That's why he can control his emotions and actions, not letting them take over. A real man always remains calm and resolute even in the most difficult situations. Self-control is what makes a woman feel comfortable next to such a man. For her, he always remains courageous and calm. He doesn't let emotions control him. He remains the master of his fate in any situation. This makes him unbeatable because nothing and no one can make him lose his head. Remember, friends, self-control is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. It's not a game where a man hides his emotions, showing his coldness. It's the ability to look at the situation soberly and make decisions based on logic, not emotions, like most women do. A real man knows when to act and how to act, and he never loses control of himself. He remains true to himself and his principles in any circumstances. The sixth quality that makes a real man attractive is experience and attractiveness to other women. It's a funny fact, but when a man enters into a relationship, more women start noticing him. Such a man is already chosen by someone, and therefore, he wins in the evolutionary race because he's approved by other women. Women will tell you they want a modest man who knows how to handle himself around women. But where does this experience come from if he's just a mama's boy? Experience is what distinguishes a real man from boys. For a woman, it's a signal that he's been chosen by other women before, meaning she has a better chance of survival with him. He knows how to handle himself in any situation and how to please a woman. His experience and self-confidence make him irresistible to the fairer sex. It's important to understand that experience isn't just the number of years spent on this planet. It's also the wisdom gained from those years. That's why girls look at men older than them. Such a man makes decisions based on his experience, and a woman trusts him. The seventh quality that truly makes a man attractive is his intellect and the desire for constant development. He understands that the world is constantly changing, and to stay afloat, you need to constantly learn and adapt. I hope I won't surprise anyone, but nowadays women aren't impressed by money, status, or material possessions. The ideal man is a myth because it's a combination of all men put together. That's why it's important to focus on yourself, because in a sense, it's a race. And its meaning isn't to prove your uniqueness to others, but to create yourself from scratch, like a project. At whatever stage he may be, a real man strives for knowledge. He doesn't settle for what he has achieved and always seeks new ways to improve himself and the world around him. His love for learning new things makes him an interesting conversationalist and inspires others to self-improvement. These 7 qualities will turn you into a man most women want. Imagine a situation where you are not chosen, but you choose. It's truly a possibility because the competition is very low. Most men only want entertainment. They sleep because their lives can't be called something meaningful. Each of us has the power and strength to become who we want to be. Hold your head high, go through life with confidence, and don't be afraid to be strong, invincible. Real men. Write in the comments which point you consider the most important for women and why. Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next episode.